Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Lou Ann and welcome to Blackberryrock Homestead. This is a quick garden tour as it is sprinkling, and I do have a bowl. The bowl, things that's going in the bowl was on last week's recipe Friday, and I make it May 25. So let me turn the camera around, let me show you and give you a garden tour. Okay, as you walk in, there is a tub. I planted a cannon. There's celosia and some cilantro, which doesn't look like it made it. And I planted two other things. I don't remember what I planted, but it's all good. I do believe they are flowers. I'm not 100%. And of course, you got this long bed that is not done and things that need to go in the ground. The tomato plants are doing great that are here. The ones that's in the ground anyway. Oh, I remember I planted a money plant. That's what those were. So I knew I remember. So that is really, that's going to be part of Four Corners. We're still in the process of working on that. And yes, I know I need to weed over there. So there's tomatoes on here and onions, but that's not what. So this first bed is carrots and purple radishes, and I see a radish I'm going to pick real quick. So I still haven't gotten all the bricks for this. We ran into an issue with the vehicle. When it rains, it pours. So in this first bed, it has sunflowers, there's scalloped squash, which I've never had, cilantro, these are where the hot peppers are, and there is a rose bush that my oldest got me for Mother's Day. There is some moss rose in this little planter thing. I just got those planted, and the rocks are there because of the chickens. And then we got a potato. We got some Brussels sprouts, which I've never grown, ever. So up here is my one apple tree. I thought the goat had killed it, but she didn't. I'm glad because the goat is pinned up right now where she can't get out and roam around, even though she'd love to roam around. So I have some daffodils and I'm making a herb wheel around this apple tree. Eventually the other one will get it as well. At least that's the plan. I think it would look really, really pretty. Some sage, and I did see a purple sage yesterday at the Sunday farmers market. I didn't grab it. I got some thyme that I grew from seed. I need to put maybe 1 to 2 bricks there and then fill that area, and that could be done. Some German thyme, some cilantro, some regular thyme, and rosemary. And I'm planning on putting some scallop squishes right there. Hopefully I'm going to use these bricks and maybe just put it right there in that corner. Move those irises because those irises will eventually get out of there. I think they're all purple, but I'm not 100%. Moving on. Elephant ear here. There's an elephant ear over there. On this bed, there is sunflowers, a rose bush, daffodils, irises, coxcomb that I bought, some scallop squash, and I guess some volunteer tomatoes because I don't remember planting them. This one has elephant ear and 4 o'clock, so I'm waiting for the elephant ear to come up. There's the apple tree that's not, it's okay, but I ain't got the herb wheel, and I know I need to weed. And then moving on. So let's go down these other 3 beds and the 4 beds, the 4x4 beds. This has cabbage, asparagus, lettuce, spinach, onions around it. And then we do have in this bed, this is a white marigold, some basil, some broccoli. It looks like it needs to be. I may harvest a little bit of that. And cilantro, some basil, some tomatoes, and I did plant a Thai basil over there, hoping that would work with the, looks like I need to replace one tomato plant, maybe two, and I know it's a weedy mess, so that is, and I need to water my chocolate mint. So let's move over here to here. This bed has tomato plants. These are pretty much Cherokee purple. And of course my walking onions. Nothing else has been planted. I did get some dirt on clearance. Yay. That bed has Brussels sprouts and some cabbages. And that's why it's covered, to try to prevent the pest problem. That is where my sweet potato, that is not coming up, is planted. Little whiplash here. Go here. This has tomatoes, zucchini, I do believe, a sunflower in the middle, some coxcomb, which I think that one's, this may have celosia in it. There's some basil. This one isn't doing very good on that one. And then this has a cabbage, some holy basil. This will be my holy basil. I do have a tomato planted and some sunflowers, and of course holy basil, broccoli, and I've already harvested once. These are not producing big heads like I want. So this is Celeste broccoli. So I usually plant Waltham, but the Celeste came up good, so that's why I did it. This has broccoli and garlic and weeds. And yeah, and that's still the Celeste. This has garlic, German chamomile. I may go ahead and put my chocolate mint in here with the tulips over here on the tulip side. That may work. Just have a chocolate mint and chamomile because I know they will reseed themselves. Moving over here, this is a lettuce bed. And that's pretty much it. I'm planning on, once this goes to seed, I will be planting, I think I'm going to plant some onions or some beans over there. This would be a bush bean, I do believe. This is my rhubarb bed and cabbage bed, and I know I got some kale growing in there. And then this last bed is radishes and Swiss chard and some kale and some all that and onions. And this may go to a bush bean once these go to seed. At least that's what I'm thinking. So that is a garden tour for today. So see y'all later and have a very blessed day.